Blessings to you, family. Welcome back to Rising Ground Church. My name is LaShondra. I'm so happy that you are here, and I just have great expectation that as you hear this word, as you receive it in your heart, that you will gain understanding and clarity, and that it will actually bring to you illumination on something that the Lord has been speaking to you. So I had a dream the other night, and I had this dream that there was a beautiful baby girl that someone was holding. And as I began to walk towards the baby, then she reached out her hand towards me as if she wanted me to grab it, which I did. And then she actually leaped towards me. You know how a baby will when they want you to pick them up. So I did. And as I was holding her, I was standing up holding her, and she began to choke. And I patted her on the back even more, and she began to still choke more. And as it's happening, then I'm kind of looking around thinking, man, will someone else come and get this baby? You know, how is it that all of a sudden, right as soon as I'm holding her, she starts to choke? She wasn't eating on anything. Nothing appeared to be wrong with her, but yet this is happening. As I continue to pat her on the back, then this other woman says, I will get a doctor, but they'll just advise you. And as she said that, then I'm still looking and thinking that it would be nice if someone else just stepped in, someone else that I thought that would be better to handle it. Well, the doctor comes and the baby is still choking, and I lean her over and I pat her even more so that she can throw up whatever it is that she's choking on, which she does. And as she kind of releases that, then she has a smile on her face. The baby does, and now I lift her up, and she's fine. Everything is okay. Well, right after I had the dream, then I was asking the Lord, okay, first, is this dream just for me? But I knew pretty much immediately that I was supposed to share it with you all. And also, I knew from the dream most of what it meant, but the Lord just began to speak more to me about it. So there are several things in here that the Lord is saying. And the first one is that the promise, as you can tell from the title of the video, that the promise is dependent on you. Sometimes we get so wrapped up and caught up and comfortable in expectation for God to do everything, when God is saying that He is depending on you to hold up your end, to do your part. Now, the baby represented a promise or promises. And as I was holding the promise, sometimes it can feel like, can somebody else step in? Or you want to pass it off to someone else who you think is more equipped to handle this. But God is saying that He has equipped you to deal with all of it. Now, the doctor represented God or the Holy Spirit. And sometimes God is just going to be there to give you the guidance, to give you the instruction, to give you the encouragement, because the doctor let me know for certainty that I was doing everything right, that how I was handling the situation was perfectly fine, and the baby, the promise, was fine. So sometimes God doesn't step in the way that we want Him to, but He is still there reminding you that not only is His guidance there, His presence is there, but that you are there and well equipped to see this promise come to pass in your life. So let this be a reminder to you to not always sit back and wait on God to do everything. The only thing that we do is we expect God to give us instruction, direction, clarity, encouragement, wisdom, the know-how, but we have to follow through, and we have to remain obedient on the things that He has told us to do. That has been a theme here lately that He's been saying, is to remain obedient. It's easy to sometimes go from a place of obedience in the beginning and then to start to slack off. But God is saying to remain obedient, to continue to even hold and watch over the promise. Again, in the dream, this baby was the promise. And as I was given the responsibility to hold her, to care for her, and to make sure that everything was okay, and I remained obedient to doing that, then God was there. He didn't step in the way that I would have wanted, but his presence was still there. So keep that in mind today. Let this word really help you and encourage you. And I pray that this dream gave you more insight. I pray that this dream really gave you a great visual of what the Lord is saying in your life concerning your own promises today. All right. I love you guys. Have a blessed day in the Lord, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.